Edward left the Holy Land in an uneasy truce. Baibars had promised to keep the peace for 10 years, 10 months, and 10 days. Now, with more pressing matters developing back in England, my father could only hope that the Sultan would keep his word. While Edward was away on crusade, building his reputation as an honorable and capable leader, his father Henry died, leaving him the English crown. He returned to an England both stable and eagerly anticipating his arrival. On August the 19th, 1274, the Lord Edward was crowned Edward I of England. Wishing to expand his new kingdom, Edward set his sights west towards Wales, an old enemy that had supported Simon de Montfort during the baronial rebellion. The Welsh prince Llywelyn ap Griffith constantly antagonized the Anglo-Norman marcher lords on the border. Adding insult to injury, he took Simon de Montfort's daughter, Eleanor, as his bride. My father pounced on the already fractured Welsh factions, seeking to conquer them piece by piece. But if there was one thing that the Welsh princes hated more than each other, it was Englishmen imposing their laws on Welsh territory. Llywelyn's brother Dafydd joined the fray, and the brothers waged a war of stealth and ambushes, defeating Edward's southern armies under Luc de Tanny and Gilbert de Clare. Seeing that the hardy folk of these mountainous forests and coarse heaths would not bend easily to his will, my father changed tactics. If the Welsh could not be crushed in open battle, they would be brought to heel from a series of impenetrable castles.
March, swiftly, men. We must reach the castle before the Welsh rebels butcher our masons.
Yea. Ready. Yes.
Array yourselves in formation and keep alert. Marauders could emerge at any moment.
Mandatum, fight! Total!
We will not let these English invaders build a castle on Welsh soil. Charge!
Yea. Batal! Mandatum?
The first castle is complete. Onwards to the site of the second castle. Quickly!
Fight Fatal!
Cymru. Send the English fleeing before a hail of... And spears.
Dig in and knock your arrows. The Welsh will surely strike soon.
Ready. Yes. Battle! Yeah, equivalent. Yeah, equivalent. Yes. Battle! Yes, equivalent. Yes. Ready.
The second castle stands firm. Now, away to the side of the third castle with all speed. Tempus fugit!
Yay, fight! Yeah, yes. Equivalent.
Guard these masons with your lives, or we shall all be food for the crows before long.
Yes.
Rally, fearless warriors, and send these wretches to the abyss! For a breath on your eyes!
Equivalent. Battle!
These castles must be manned and kept secure at all costs. March your lords! I charge you with their defense.
Bulden. Bulden. Bulden.
These ingrate Welsh rebels fight fiercely, but will surely desist if their princes are slain. I shall humiliate them on the field, or have their heads.
Ready, gatherer. Gatherer.
Yea? Gatherer. Greeting. Ready.
Bulden. Mandatum. Bulden. 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 Yay.
Bulden.
Mandatum. Gatherer. Ready. Grayton. Bulden.
Yay.
Yay. Grayton. Bulden.
Greeting. Bulden.
A river must be dammed at its source. By harrying the peasants supporting the Welsh army, we will rob their princes of provisions as well.
Mandatum. Yay. Bulden. Ready.
Mandatum. Ready. Greeting. Bulden. 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 Yay. Ready.
English tyrants! Thousands of valiant Cymry descend upon you! Flee back to Chester in shame, and you just might find us in a merciful mood!
Mandatum. Equivalent. Bulden. 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 Greater correctus. Bulden. 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 Ready. Bulden. Mandatum. Bulden.
Mandatum. Bulden. Ready.
Yes. Ready. Yes. Equivalent.
Mandatum.
Equivalent.
Yea. Firm. Greaten. Bulden.
Yay. Bulden. Greeten. Bulden. Mandatum. Bulden. Greeten. Bulden. Yay. Bulden. Ready. Bulden. Greeten. Bulden.
Yea. Bulden.
Ready. Bulden.
Mandatum. Bulden.
Yay. Bulden.
Greaten. Bulden. Ready. Yea. Bulden. Greaten. Bulden.
wicked curse. Threaten noble David. Soon, these fools will taste the bitterness of our wrath.
Yay.
Hold every hill, guard every ford, and haunt every wood. Make the English pay dearly for each pace they take into our beloved Cymru.
Dad wanted Davith alive to make a grim example, but dead is just as good.
Yay? Yes.
Get the hold of Prince Llewellyn. Dispatch a relief force immediately.
Yay? Fight! Fatal! Yes!
Broken in the dirt. Llewellyn the last, they shall call it now.
Fighting on without our bold leaders is to no avail. We must submit to the English king and pray for his mercy.
The Welsh fought valiantly, but they were no match for Edward's wrath. My father's forces outmaneuvered Llewellyn's forces and smashed them at Orwen Bridge. The Welsh prince fell to the lance of a lone rider who knew not the importance of the man whom he had slain. His brother Davith was captured at Nanny's Glen and declared a traitor to the English crown. Edward pitilessly condemned his bold adversary to be drawn and quartered. Wales was now firmly in my father's grip. He bestowed upon me the title of Prince of Wales, which shall be an heirloom of my line henceforth. The network of formidable fortifications that Edward constructed throughout the land shall ensure that the Welsh bow to the English crown for generations to come. I fear that I am deceiving myself in studying only my father's achievements in war. As king, I must be both a warrior and a statesman, just as he was. Drawing inspiration from the legendary stories of King Arthur, Edward grew from a deceitful and duplicitous youth into a pious and chivalrous ruler respected throughout Christendom. My father implemented economic, administrative, and legal reforms that strengthened and stabilized his kingdom. His borrowing of Byzantine concepts led him to be known as the English Justinian. Yet to Edward, this was just another part of ruling effectively. and everything that he did furthered his fierce desire to rule over all of Britain. When Alexander III of Scotland died without a male heir, that ambition suddenly seemed within reach. My father first strove to marry Alexander's young granddaughter, Margaret, to me, the heir apparent to England. When she died, unexpectedly, just a year later, Edward instead installed John Balliol as king in Scotland. The proud Scots would not suffer themselves to be ruled by an English puppet, whose master sought to conscript them into war with France. Instead, they allied themselves with the French and rose in open rebellion. Edward's fury was unbridled. If Balliol could not hold his subjects in line, my father would seize Scotland by force.
Take two and set this siege swiftly. I want Berwick taken before word of our advance crosses the Firth and brings an army of
Ready.
frenzied rebels.
Bulden, 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 Bulden.
Mandatum. Bolden.
King Edward, there is no need for English troops on Scottish air. Please, strike your tents and allow me to bring my rebellious subjects back into line.
That oath-breaking weasel
Bolden.
Balliol is just itching
Bolden.
to betray me. Send scouts to the Rutherforth
Bolden.
and keep watch for
Bolden.
dust and banners.
Bolden. Bolden. Chopper. Yay. Bolden. 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 Bolden.
Yay, ready.
Bolden.
Mandatum, gatherer. Grayton, gatherer.
Ready. Gatherer. Mandatum. Gatherer.
Ready. Yay,
Bolden.
Mandatum. Grayton, Bulden. Yay.
Chopper.
Mandatum.
Bolden. Bolden. Chopper.
Ready. Bulden. Chopper.
Ready. Attack!
Greeting.
Bulden. Grayton. Gatherer. Yay.
Correct. Yes. Yay. Bolden.
Mandatum. Batal. Fight. Ready. Batal. Yes. Mandatum. Fight. Yes. Batal. Fight, fatal! Mandatum! Fatal! Ready. Yay! Yes, fight! Ready. Equivalent. Yay.
Mandatum
Yes,
correctus. Grayton, Bulden.
Yay. Bolden. Mandatum. Bolden. Greeton. Bolden.
Ready. Bulden. Yay.
Bolden.
Grayton. Bulden.
Ready. Bolden. Greeton. Bolden.
Mandatum. Fatal. Fight. Yay. Mandatum.
Ready. Bulden. Mandatum. Bulden.
Yay. Bolden.
Ready. Bulden. Mandatum. Bulden. Grayton. Bulden.
I care not for boiling oil, nor for barbed bolts. Steady on, and press the assault on those infernal walls.
Mandatum. Fatal. Yes. Yay. Fatal. Fatal. Ready. Yay. Mandatum. Fight.
Yay. Bulden.
Fatal.
Ready. Bolden.
Mandatum. Grayton. Chopper.
Mandatum. Bolden.
I ask this of you one more time, Edward. Depart Berwick and leave this matter to me.
Ready. Gatherer. Bulden. 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 Bulden.
Mandatum. Fatal. Yes. Yes, fatal! Fatal! Yes! Fight! Fatal! Fatal! Yes!
Yay. Bulden.
Your ruthless incursions leave me no option but to raise Scotland against you. We, Albinich, shall take back what is ours!
I shall force him to his knees and strip the sigil from his coat.
Mandatum. Bulden.
Yay. Battle! Battle!
Crown their kings on an old stone in Spoon Monastery. Were we to seize it, that fool Belial would lose all legitimacy before his bannermen.
Fight! Ready. Battle! Yay! Yes, battle! Gather! Yes, fight!
Yay? Greeting? Ready? Bolden?
Yay. Bulden.
Mandatum? Bolden. Ready? Bolden.
Yay! Battle! Ready. Battle! Yes. Battle!
Berwick is ours. Put the garrison to the sword, and sack the town without mercy.
Ready. Fight! Mandatum. Battle! Battle! Ready. Yes. Yay. Battle! Mandatum. Willen. Battle! Yes. Yay, it willen. Yay, it willen. Fight! Yo, it willen. Yay. Battle! Yo. Battle! Battle! Fight! Yes. Yes. Fatal. Equivalent. Fatal. Fatal.
We have pierced the hide of the wyvern now. Push forth dauntlessly and set fire to the camp.
Ready. Mandatum? Yes, bite!
Greeting. Bolden.
ready. Fight, fatal! Mandatum? Yes, fatal! Fatal! Yay! Fatal! Yes! Mandatum? Fatal! Yes!
Alas, I am ruined and my forces crushed. Place myself within your power, King Edward.
Father was unspeakably cruel to the Scots. In retribution for an attack on Carlisle, he seized and sacked the wealthy town of Berwick, slaughtering some 20,000 inhabitants. Balliol, the puppet that Edward had installed as king in Scotland, proved himself a traitor. He marched the Scottish army south against the English, but it was viciously drubbed at the Battle of Dunbar. Begging for mercy, Balliol capitulated to Edward, who scornfully stripped him of his coat of arms. This disgrace earned him the moniker Tomb Tabard, empty coat. As a final humiliation, Edward seized the coronation stone from the monastery in Scone and placed it in a chair in Westminster Abbey. That hallowed stone of Scone, a symbol of Scottish royalty, shall now sanctify the destiny of an undying line of English kings. The Scots did not take their humbling well. A year after Balliol's defeat, they rallied around the fiery knight, William Wallace, and poured out of the Highlands like rabid wolves. Wallace was said to be a 7-foot-tall giant, who lopped off the heads of horses and men with a 5.5-foot sword. A barbaric match for my own ferocious father. After a string of unexpected victories, Wallace's rebels were scattered at the Battle of Falkirk and forced into hiding. Like a vengeful spectre, he continued to harry English troops and convoys from the shadows. Undaunted, Edward and his commander, Aymer de Valence, approached Stirling Castle. Accompanying them was Robert the Bruce, a Scottish lord sworn to Edward, but known to covet the Scottish crown. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, as the ancient adage goes. Taking after his famed predecessor, Richard the Lionheart, he ordered the construction of a massive set of trebuchets near the walls of Stirling. His warning to the defenders was simple and dreadful. Surrender, or face bombardment more ferocious than a rain of hellfire and brimstone.
This infernal castle has held out long enough. I will build the largest trebuchet that Europe has ever seen. Earl Aymer, double the guard and protect the engineers while they gather wood and stone for the weapon.
The Scots are making a sally against our builders. To arms! Rain arrows on the villains!
Yea. Battle! Yes. Ready. Soldado. Yea. Ready. Yea. Fight, battle! Fight, battle! Yes. Yeah, ik willen. Battle! Yes.
The churls have gathered the materials that they need. Assemble the trebuchet without delay.
Fight, yes.
Magnificent. A true Ludgar. Warwolf, I dub it. The pitiful garrison shall quiver in fear, while Warwolf hurls boulders at Stirling's walls.
Yea. Batal! Batal! Mandatum? Yes. Batal! Yea. Fight! Ready. Mandatum? Ready. Yea. Fatal! Mandatum? Fatal!
No quarter, I say! Dispatch the doomed men, and post loyal Englishmen in Stirling Castle. Robert the Bruce and John Coomin. Behold the grim fate of traitors. You would do well to remember it. Off with you now.
Aye. Duly noted. Farewell, King Edward.
There remains one traitor yet to hang.
Mandatum?
Muster our forces,
Bolden,
and
Bolden,
bring me
Bolden.
the head of William Wallace.
Bolden, Bolden. Yea? Bolden, Bolden, Bolden.
Wallace is all that holds his army together. Strike off the head, and the serpent falls riding to the hollow earth, my liege.
Greeting? Ready. Yea? Mandatum?
Grayton? Ready.
Greeting? Mandatum? Ready. Yea?
Ready. Yes.
Quarter Wallace's corpse, and send the remains to all corners of Scotland. Let this stand as a warning to any who might aspire to play the rebel.
Wallace's forces scatter like chaff to the wind. Where is their furious, foolhardy spirit now? My lord, we have word that Robert the Bruce has murdered John Coomin and laid claim to the Scottish crown.
No longer will dear Scotland suffer under the yoke of English tyranny!
I would ride north to punish the scoundrel myself, if not for my failing health. I place you in command of this campaign, Earl Aymer.
My lord, shall your son, the Prince of Wales, lead the forces with me?
My son? Huh. The mere sight of that craven would only make the Scots confident of victory. I trust you alone with my armies, Earl Aymer.
I will not fail you, Lord King.
The English are attacking us in the dead of night! Take up your weapons, bold Albinach!
Ready. Yes. Fight. Batal. 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 Adam. Yes, fight.
Coming through with my blade before the altar of a church. Perhaps I shall celebrate my coronation by doing the same to you, Ramshan.
won a glorious victory, King Edward. The Scottish forces are routed, and Robert the Bruce flees to the Highlands with his tail between his legs.
Let him call himself King of the Outlaws if he should so desire. His skulking followers shall whisper of me in terror as the Hammer of the Scots.
William Wallace's body was butchered, and his remains were scattered across Scotland as a grim warning to any who might fancy themselves a heroic rebel. Yet the effect was the opposite of what my father hoped for. The dying embers of rebellion were kindled into a raging flame as the treacherous Robert the Bruce renounced his vassalage and raised his banners. With his last war still raging, my father, the mighty King of England and Hammer of the Scots, passed away. England is now mine to rule, his vision mine to fulfill, or to squander. Robert the Bruce remains a threat, and unrest brews throughout England. Even my own barons openly show their contempt and demand that my powers be diminished. I have studied all that my father did, and still the task at hand terrifies me. He faced every adversity and grew to be a great king. Yet I already feel my soul buckling under the weight of the crown. I am king now. But what king shall I be? Should I be deceptive, as my father was in his youth? Should I be the pious and chivalrous administrator? Or brutal to no end, the new Hammer of the Scots? However can a man become so great as to fulfill all of these roles? I fear that there is no answer. Even so, when I stand by my father's tomb, the fear and the shame sometimes sweep aside. Deep within me, I know that whatever else I must try, I must fight for my crown, my kingdom, and for my father's legacy. I will not fail you, Father.